All right. We are on the air at Out of Time Motorsports, live with James Goad, affectionately called Reaper.
That ain't affectionate most of the time. That's said in very, very different ways by different people. I have heard fucking Reaper, damn Reaper, shit Reaper. So
That's
I
affection.
I guess yeah, sometimes I get some adverbs in there too.
Yes.
Adverbs, adjectives, and slang. A lot of slang. So what are we doing?
So today we're going to talk about the second fastest street race cars in America.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about what's going on with the 405,
The who?
that little area code in the center of the world, the 405,
The area code in the center of the
the
world.
area code in the center
Check
of the
yourself.
world. We're going to talk about ways you can score some used Reaper memorabilia.
Oh, your
Got some
shameless plug for your products you're selling.
cool stuff that I'm going to start giving away that you guys might want.
You
There's
ought to
some
pick some
pretty,
you ought to pick some caller numbers and we'll give them a shirt.
okay, I can do that.
Out of time no prep series shirt and I'll sign it.
Okay. That sounds awesome. We have had people ask in the past, are you going to do that again this year? What's your plan with that?
We give a lot of stuff away.
Yeah, we do.
You can see because I have to pay for my parts. I have to pay it forward. Most of the time, I come up with the
If you're into the 66, 67 Novas, the
oh
Chevy
60,
2s,
all of them 62 up.
check out Church Boys Racing on Facebook and on the internet. They have some beautiful stuff they've built.
Yeah, he's got some beautiful cars too. He is a Nova guy through and through.
And he makes some
So,
great parts you can upgrade your own Nova with.
oh yeah, that's what we just did to the blue car, and then I took it out and got a piston in it. So, as you guys seen in the live feed, motor's back on it, or the block's back. My boy Troy Green over at Boyd's got my block done, so I have to build a motor today that I should have built 2 weeks ago. Actually, I just got the block back the other day, but I still ain't got the ZZ4 finished either.
But we've been quarantined.
Yeah, well, I wished I could use that for an excuse. I've just been lazy. I haven't felt like doing anything. Um, let's see. So we're gonna talk about the second fastest street race cars in America. What 405 is doing. Um, no prep kings. What else? Oh, new projects, old projects, new projects.
Oh, yeah.
So true to form, Sis is on her way right now to pick up my 34 Chevy sedan that I bought from Dylan. What's the name of their shop?
I was just sitting here thinking about that.
So down in Texas, built some badass cars, but he had a little 34 Chevy sedan project car that I, as you guys can see on the page, I had a 32 Chevy, and my 32 Chevy I sold, and I've been looking for another one. The only thing is, I'm a little big for a coupe, so I decided to build a sedan. That way, Brantley's got a seat. You guys will be getting some pictures of that when Sis gets back from Texas getting it. Um, Also, tomorrow,
I'm trying to look
I
them
lost my sound.
trying to look them up because I don't want to say it wrong because they've got some
Can you hear my
beautiful
sound
stuff
now?
they've built on their Facebook page.
I can't. You can hear me? Okay. So, anyway, and tomorrow I got a 70. I got a 70. I bought a 70 and a half Camaro that a guy, I think he's going to bring it to me. That it's going to make a pretty cool project car, barn find car. So that's a couple of them, and that's what I'm looking for, some project cars for us to take all these parts off the shelf and throw them in a car and get rid of them to somebody, or as I always do. I like them so much, I end up keeping them. But I can build bigger buildings. That's what I do. So, Stacey will take some callers and you get some answers. You got callers yet? You got people ready?
I haven't even turned it on for calls. I was going to let you talk about whatever you wanted to, but if
Oh,
you want to take a caller,
yeah, let's let
I
them
will turn it on. You guys
turn it
can,
on. Let them start calling.
you guys call in and ask James your questions.
So it's kind of funny. We get a lot of questions, or I get a lot of questions about why we're not on the. Oh, you got a caller?
I do.
All right, go.
Go ahead, caller.
Hello.
Hey, Reaper, how's it going?
It's a dog eat dog world, and I'm wearing milk bone underwear.
I hear that. I ain't wearing any.
TMI, TMI. Yeah, dude.
Hey, man, I hear all these rumors about
Walk
Big
around
Chief
going, hey,
getting a
Reaper.
Firebird. You know anything about it?
Did you have a question?
Yeah, I hear all these rumors about Big Chief getting a
Hey, I lost the
Firebird.
sound. I can't hear it. Hang on one
Hang on
second.
just
I
a
can't hear
second.
him now.
Okay.
There you are. I
There.
can hear you now. Go ahead.
All righty. How's it going, guys?
Good.
Good. Just wondering, I hear all these rumors about Big Chief and a Firebird. You know anything about that?
Big Chief and a Firebird. Well, being a Pontiac, I would say that's always a um, but I cannot at this time confirm or deny what Big Chief's got going on.
Right on, right on. God,
But
I love what you guys got going on there.
it'll be a Pontiac and it'll be Pontiac powered.
I figured that much. That'd be cool to watch. I can't wait to watch you on TV, buddy.
Well, we as soon as this COVID thing's over, we will be back to filming.
That's awesome. What do you plan on doing with this 70 and a half split bumper?
We're gonna build it. Pretty nice car. Guy sent it to me when I did that post. He was down in Texas, but he moved up here to Oklahoma. It's a pretty nice car. Pretty cool car, and it's just something we're gonna throw together and get rid of some of these parts off the shelf and maybe set somebody up with a neat little hot rod.
Oh, that would be badass. Well, I appreciate you answering my call, man. That's great.
Hey, not a problem, man. We appreciate you tuning in, and come on back anytime.
All right, Reaper. Have a good one.
Thank
Bye,
you.
Stacy.
Bye-bye. I have one more right behind him.
Go ahead. Go ahead, caller. Hello?
Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
There we
Hear
go.
you now.
Who are we talking to?
Jason from North Carolina.
Jason from North Carolina. How's it going, Jason?
Good, buddy. How you doing?
I'm as well could be expected.
I hear you.
It won't do me no good to bitch about it because nobody wants to hear that anyway.
I was getting ready to say, who the hell would want to listen?
Yeah.
Hey, I forget which season it was, but it seemed like when Chief and Sean were plotting against you that one episode. You remember what I'm talking about?
Sean,
They were talking shit about the Reaper, the car, and pardon.
Sean was?
I believe so. Sean. It seemed like Dave and Chief was like all against you, and I think you told him that you wasn't gonna race anymore or whatever. Or you remember what I'm talking about? Where they were talking about how your car was.
Oh, you're talking about these nuts car.
Yeah.
So, one, you guys got to give me a lot of information because, believe it or not, I do not watch the show. I've not watched any of the shows in 152 episodes.
Really?
So,
wow.
I can tell you what actually happened, but I cannot tell you what aired.
I got you. I imagine they do a lot of editing. Make certain people look a certain way.
I've been told that. Yes.
But
the whole thing about that D's Nuts car was when Chief first had his Pro Mod, I was building that carbon fiber car.
Yeah.
Then it's about the time, and everybody knew about it. Everybody had seen it, of course. Hell, it was on the page. And then they said, no more composite bodies, has to have steel roof.
That's what it was, yeah.
So I had two choices. Cut up an $8,000 body that was already mounted, or put steel roof quarters and put the VIM back on the car. The thing was, I always, and everybody, there's some guy, oh, I'm going to catch 9 kinds of shit. Everybody go, no, you didn't. I built that car to be kicked off the list. Seriously.
Yeah.
I wanted to show everybody how loose the rules really were. And the rules have been changed since then. The only shitty part about it was my plan was to go to number 1, do it, but we started having trouble with the car and I couldn't seem to catch a break. And then the game started even harder than they normally have.
Exactly. And not to interrupt you, but that's what kind of got me pissed off with Chief and the sort of main guys or whatever, or what the TV show wanted to think that main guys were. I mean, it kind of left a bad taste in my mouth for the way that they were like tagging up, teaming against you and everything. That kind of pissed me off.
And I'm a very polarizing person. So people either love me or hate me. There is no
exactly. Yeah. Well,
but Sean Ellington has never backdoored me, has never done anything to me. Matter of fact, he had to save me from myself a few times, and I was just too hard headed to listen. Everybody's went through some changes. Like I said on the podcast, I think Justin Shears is a super good dude.
Okay.
All right. Me and Big Chief don't see eye to eye, which everybody says, oh, they're one and the same, but they're really not. But I have seen what little bit. We don't talk, we don't conversate. Of course, we don't go to Waffle House and have eggs together. But I seen a different guy at No Prep Kings that rolled up, and I told him exactly how I felt. I was glad to see him there. Now, whether I would piss on him if that's where I'm fighting, but I did see. This is my personal opinion. I seen a little bit of the old Justin Shears at No Prep Kings. So a little more humbled, a little different. And like I said, I hope that it's true and it's just not an act, but there's a lot of things that have transpired and a lot of things that have happened that have put a lot of changes in the 405.
I got you. One more comment and one quick question, and I'll let you go, brother. I know you're busy. I just want to say I appreciate you telling us the story the other day about your dad. I'm kind of in the same situation right now with me. I had an infection in my back, and it's kind of left me paralyzed and whatever. I'm still in the hospital doing physical therapy twice a day, so I'm fighting that. Hoping to get back to my kids in good working condition again. But I appreciate you sharing. That helped out a lot of people, to be honest with you.
Well, Stacy has been on me for quite a while. I've actually had 2 people offer to write a book about my life story, and until all this COVID virus and I get private messages, people getting down. And thinking that the world is ending, and I thought, and Stacy said, "Well, why don't you share some of your stories now?" And so I'm gonna do one a week.
Okay.
That story about my dad was what started me down that dark path. And it wasn't a good path, but it made me the man I am today.
Exactly.
And I could go back. Wait till I tell everybody when I went down for 35 years. When I told everybody what the plea bargain offer was, oh, I'm really going to get blasted.
Yeah, tenfold. And like I said, man, I appreciate you sharing that. That meant a lot. But what do you think would happen if Stevie Fast would come over to MPK? You think he'd kick ass or what?
Here's the thing about Stevie Fast. Stevie Fast going to kick ass wherever he goes because the fucking asshole's smart. And he's got some of the best tuners behind him.
Yeah.
I truly don't think that it's something that interests him.
Yeah.
But I mean, Stevie Fast, I've poked some fun at him here every once in a while.
Yeah.
I've never personally met him. I know he's friends with Chad and some other guys, and they all say he's a great guy. I've never heard nothing really bad about him.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it's kind of one of them deals. If somebody's good at what they do, they're going to be good at whatever they do. I mean, look at Nick and Rich Ruder.
Yeah.
They were no prep before in their life. And I mean, we fell Reaper out of the trailer over there testing. And even Nick said what the first 100-foot hit, it went a 102 60 foot. He goes, "Do you see that, bud?" And I said, "Yeah, you have to get after it because usually at 990s, 10." He said,
Yeah.
"Bullshit if it does." I said, "Yep." But anybody, it's just like Ryan Martin. It doesn't matter. Big Chief, Sean Ellington, anybody that's good at what they do, no matter what they do, it may take them a minute to get a handle on it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
They're always going to be good. Now, if this thing ever goes to true 100% no prep, I can tell you right now, everybody better grab their ass with both hands because ain't nobody going to get a handle on it anytime soon.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's definitely what the track can hold. I mean, I just want to see you do well, go out there and kick ass, and hell, maybe you can bring the championship home, this year or whenever they come back to racing.
I won't be able to take the championship home because there's some races that I'm not going to do.
Oh, really?
New car, I have the best shot that I've ever had. I mean, we were kicking ass with Reaper. It won 3 out of the 4 last races. So
oh shit. Okay.
yeah, we won down at the Winter Meltdown. We took that. We beat Larry Larson in the final at No Prep Kings Outlaw Big Tire. What was that one?
Did you go to the
Awesome.
Florida?
No, we went to the semis in Florida. The car was doing really, really well right there at the end. And we got it lined out, and that's the same combination I'm coming in with this new car. Only the new car weighs 2,500 pounds with my fat ass in it and 80 pounds in the trunk. Reaper weighs 2,760 pounds. So and it runs 4.0. So do the math.
Yeah.
It's going to be, once we get the bugs lined out of it, it's going to be it should be a very, very competitive fast car.
I got you. Hey, one more, and I'll swear to God, I'll let you go. Are you going to be able to come down to a Dunn Benson and what is that track, Goliath or something? Are you going to run that this year? Or?
You talking about the Galot track?
Yeah, there you go. Yep.
Galot's a beautiful facility. Me and Dana don't get along too well.
Yeah.
Mr. Wells, who owns that track, and that's his daughter, Dana and I, we just don't see eye to eye. But the facility, she's a badass. She's badass with what she does.
They did a lot of work to what it used to look like.
That is probably the most premier facility in the United States.
Yeah, it's badass, to be honest with you. I would go there when
I couldn't dumb that track down enough to make it no prep.
Really?
No, it's just too good track, and that's part of the problem. And a lot of the reason the guys are going so fast. We're going to these bigger tracks to be able to hold the people, and it's kind of one of them deals. You can tighten up, you can smarten up a dumb track, but it is real hard to dumb down a good track. It really is. That first season, I had a tough time with a Galot was one of them. I mean, we took everything off of that track, and it's like 3 burnouts later, that thing would pull your shoes off, and that's no glue, nothing. But changes are coming.
Okay, 10-4. I got you.
Darlington, the closest will be to North Carolina.
Which one?
Darlington. We aren't
Darlington.
going back to Galot.
Okay, well, yeah, that's just hour and a half for me. So that's not.
There's another track it's a badass track.
Yeah. What about Rockingham? You ever come there?
No, Rockingham is not a badass track.
Oh, really?
It's an old track.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Pretty good no prep, and we were actually going to have one there in our series, and the owner decided to go ahead and have a big bracket race and canceled my date.
Shit.
So, but Rockingham, it's a that goes back. That thing's been there for 100 years.
Oh God, yeah, forever. 10-4. Well, brother, I appreciate you taking my call. And
no problem. And hey, just all you got to do is set your mind. You're walking out of there, and you're going to walk out of there, brother.
No doubt. I firmly believe it and pray about it every day. But I appreciate you telling us the story about your dad. And have you put part 2 on there yet, or no?
No.
Okay. No. I hadn't seen it. That's why I asked.
Part 2 will come out later this week.
10-4. Brother, I appreciate it. And you and Stacy, y'all have a blessed day and kick ass this year, brother.
You too.
Thank you.
Right. Thank you.
Thanks, buddy.
See you guys. Yep.
See that stuff right there makes telling them stories, that life story thing that's real hard for me to do anyway, sharing that part of my life with anybody, but that makes it worthwhile to me.
Yeah, we've had a lot of good comments that's been pretty inspirational for just the short story that it was. So that's pretty great.
What you got?
Great, you're doing that. I don't have any questions or anything at the moment. Did you talk? You talked about your new project.
How about the ones that are rolling in?
Ones that are rolling
One
in.
later today and one tomorrow, I think.
Yeah, I will find the
Which
name
means
of
we got to
that
shuffle a
place.
bunch of stuff around to find a place to put them.
Uh,
We can put them out back of the carport back there.
oh, that's
For now.
true. That's true. We can do that for sure.
Man, Matt out there tearing some stuff up.
I know. Yes, the phone lines are open if any of you want to call in. I had somebody ask that.
If the phone lines are open,
Mhm.
we're still getting the hang of this, and as it grows, you guys we'll figure this thing out together. What works and what don't work, and I don't know nothing about doing this shit.
Yeah. The great thing is for those of you listening overseas in Australia, New Zealand, you guys can call in too, right through the app, and be able to talk to James live. I know I had a guy a couple of weeks ago that wanted to call in, so maybe he'll be on here today.
I guess at some point I'll have to put that app on my phone, huh? I see studying.
Are you going to Washington? To the Washington
No.
Seattle Washington race?
No, at this point in time, we will not make Seattle, Washington. That's just that's a lot of racing and a lot of driving. And guys, I mean, you guys all know, everybody that knows me knows Brantley goes with me everywhere. And the thing about Brantley, he's good for about 5 to 7 days. And then he gets kind of bummed out and he'll say, Papa, I'm ready to go to my big home. I want out of my bus home.
Hey, you have a caller.
Okay. Hello.
Hey, good morning, Reaper.
Hey, how's it going? What's your name?
Frank.
Frank. Frank, where are you
Yes,
from?
buddy. I'm from Niagara Falls.
Where are you from?
Canada.
Niagara Falls. Holy shit.
Yes, sir.
That barrel's bullshit.
Yeah.
Don't go over in that barrel.
Yeah. You keep doing what you're doing, man. I was actually I was down at the races with you guys just a few months back. I can't remember what track I was at. I've been going through a rough time too. But you keep doing what you're doing. You're inspiring a lot of people.
Well, and believe it or not, that's what it's all about. It's a pretty tough time
Absolutely.
right now. Everybody sees I don't have the best luck in the world by no means, but
I know that. I've been around and I actually witnessed that.
But I'm blessed in the most important area. I got my family.
Absolutely.
You know, that's the important shit. I may not be that lucky in racing, but it just makes me have to work harder. But the whole idea behind those and for me to share those stories, and there's some people are going to laugh and some people are going to go, what the fuck? Because I've done some out there shit before. But the whole idea is, everybody, no matter what you do, you can always come back from it. And right now, I think that's what America needs. I mean, everybody needs to know we're gonna get through this. I mean,
absolutely.
We're the baddest people. The American people are the baddest ass people out there. They're not gonna. There's a reason it says "Do not tread on me." They're not gonna get us down. Nobody is.
Nope. That's right. There's a reason we stand up for our right.
Yes, that is right. I was talking to a friend of mine. Well, actually, a guy that's on the other show, Robert yesterday, and we were talking about the whole deal with Trump, which I'm not into politics, but when I was sitting there going, "Hey," I said, that guy just really he don't give a shit what anybody thinks. He says what he wants to say when he wants to say it. He does shit his way, whether it's a popular way or not. And Robin goes, "Yeah." I said, "Kind of sounds like we ought to call him Reaper Trump."
That's right.
He said, "Yeah, he's a lot like you."
I call him Mini Me.
There you go.
He reminds me of me.
That's how everybody
I say it like it is. I do it like I want to do it. I've been in the same position as you. I didn't do a 35-year bid. I did a 10-year. I mean, am I proud of what I did? I wouldn't change the way I did it. I mean, you learn from your mistakes, obviously, but at the same time, it leads us to where we need to be.
if I could go back and the next story I'm gonna tell the plea bargain I was offered. Then you guys I'm really gonna look like a dipshit. And I'll show you how far out I was in what they offered and what I said to the DA, which is it's bad. It's bad.
I
There's a reason
I was
the most liberal
I was
judge
actually
turned
I was picked up in
35.
Tennessee.
Ooh,
Yeah, they got me in
well,
Tennessee, and I got away, and then he picked me back up in Macon, Georgia, and that's where once they got me in Macon, Georgia, they had me.
well, that's the thing. Those experiences and those screw ups in our past. That's what makes everybody righteous. Because
Yes, sir.
the difference between people in the penitentiary and people not in the penitentiary is one group got caught. We all make
That's it.
mistakes and we're not proud of, but it's how you come back from it tells what kind of man or woman that you truly are.
Yep.
Well,
yeah, I'm raising a family now, and I'm doing everything the right way, and it's hard, but it's right. So
at the end of the day, though, isn't it really easier? Think about it. You don't have to look over your shoulder.
oh yeah,
You know, the money may be a little tighter, but at the end of the day, I've always said nothing good comes of anything bad, and it's a lot easier to do good than it is to do bad.
I've been building engines. That's all I do. I build high performance engines. I have a shop here in Niagara Falls, Canada, high performance shop, and that's what I do. I build custom motors. I've been doing that for 7.5 years now, and it's been going good.
Well, good. And it's just going to get better because the longer you stay suffering, the more right you do, the better things come to you. And coming from me, everybody's going, fuck, this is watch you race. But that's my bad luck is only in race cars. And actually, it's starting to come around. Last year, at the end of the year, we won three no prep races and was really doing good. So I'm excited about this next season.
I feel like this could be a year.
Yeah, I think you're going to do really well.
Well, brother, we appreciate you calling in. Appreciate you sharing your story, and keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah, you have a great day.
Same all right, buddy. Thank you. Bye.
Keep it real, man.
You too. See, that's the cool part. People actually hear what you're saying. That makes this worthwhile to me.
Greg just asked if our drag week car was getting close. It is getting very close. In fact,
very close.
Dynamic Drive Lines shipped out our drive shaft yesterday, so we should be. That's about one of the last pieces we needed to have it ready to go.
You guys will be seeing a video of that car here real quick. Manny and Ozzy at HPP down there. I can't thank those guys enough for what they did because, guys, I was so pissed off. I was literally going to crush that car with my SkyTrack. I was so bummed out over it after 3 or 4 times of shit just going way, way south when it shouldn't have. But at the end of the day, I haven't even seen. I went down there one time and seen it. It's back in. That car's always had gorgeous black paint. It's back painted. It looks pretty badass.
What are your ET goals for that car?
The ET goals for that car. So I'm going to race that car in Power Adder Modified. And I'm going to try. I'm going way out here, and I shouldn't be doing this shit because it's a heavy car. It's on a small tire, and it makes a lot of power. But my goal is to set the record in Power Adder Modified. And that's a tall order because you're going to have to do about a 740, 730 average. I think is what it's going to take. Todd Meschmeyer has probably the one that's won that class the most. And the Chevelle will actually go big tire or small tire, but that's a memorial to Monty 2012. That's what I was running was Power Adder Modified. So I'm going back to Power Adder Modified with it. And hopefully I'd like to be able to get a 720, 730 average on it. It's got the power. I mean, that's a 756 out of Reaper. And Reaper ran at 2,700 pounds, ran 420s with that combination. So, but that was on a big tire.
Drag week's quarter mile time, correct?
That is quarter mile time. So, I mean, Reaper was a 6-second car if you go the quarter mile time aspect of it. So it's going to be gonna be a whole bunch of power management, which it's a nitrous deal, and Manny is going to take care of that because they finished the car up for me, and they're going to do drag week with me on this deal.
What tire size are you running on that car?
29.5, 10.5, 15 Hoosier. That's the maximum tire. And the thing is, guys, it's going to be a super heavy car. It's all steel. Fenders, doors, bumpers. No, I think I did put glass bumpers on it. But I mean, it's a real, that car is probably going to weigh 3,900 pounds. It's going to be a tank.
How many kits are on it?
6. You know what I mean? I'm going to use all of them.
6.5.
Actually, my goal is that the blue Camaro has 6 kits also. Now it's got a lot more limited attire, but what I'm going to try to do with that Camaro, because it's limited on the ET it can run. So I better not say that in case they get wind of that and won't let me bring it. I want to do something really crazy in that blue Camaro. But the whole idea with the Chevelles, I'm gonna set that car up for 8th mile, and I'm gonna try to turn as much shit on as fast as I can, and then start turning it back off.
How many cars in general do you own?
50. How about right? 50?
Oh, I quit counting. I have no idea.
Somewhere around 50. 45, 50. I honestly don't even know.
I quit counting. I only worry about them or scramble whenever you're ready to drive one that has been sitting forever and a day, and then I have to find a tag and an insurance verification for it. That's when I get excited.
Right. Or on the rare occasion I get rid of one and you can't find the title.
That happens. That happens too. Oh, I have a caller and a question. So let me take this caller and then we'll answer your question about the Woodward Dream Cruise in Detroit.
Hello.
Go ahead.
Can you hear me? Hello. You lost your caller. Can you hear me now? You still have a caller?
Yep, I have him pulled up. I guess he's not connected.
Okay.
All right. Well, someone asked if you would ever attend the Woodward Dream Cruise in Detroit. I don't know anything about that,
I do not know what that is.
but it would be interesting to know something about it. So hopefully we can start doing some more cruise stuff with these cars that we have coming. Yanko 2.0 is almost done.
Yes, it is almost done.
So close to done.
Did you order a backup battery for the stereo?
Not yet, but I will.
Okay. That's all it needs now. So the Yanko 2.0 car is almost done. It's Pro Charged LS with a 4L80E in it. Nice ice cold air, killer stereo. The street car version of the 4.0 car.
I got to see it, the interior completely done on Saturday evening, and it is just.
Oh.
It
What do you
just.
think about my door panel idea?
I love it. I love it. That car, I've loved that car since we did the artist renditioning, and I just can't wait. I just cannot wait for that to be finished. All it needs is apparently this backup battery and the stripes put on it, and it's just going to be amazing.
I got to fix the paint in a couple. I got to fix the paint.
Oh yeah, we can do that.
I don't like the way the paint, the chips and stuff where we had to take the subframe loose, and that's what we had to do. We had to take the subframe, was kind of out of kilter.
Mm-hmm.
So PRK initially put that car together, and we just ran out of time trying to get it done for Holly. So we're just finishing up some little things and trying to get all the bugs worked out of it.
For someone on a budget, what car do you recommend building for an American Outlaw car?
An American Outlaw car. Okay, what? I'm confused by what what's the American Outlaw thing? Do you know?
I don't know. Maybe he'll reply. Do you have a scramble button on Reaper?
Yes, I do.
Is it a timing adder?
Yes, I do.
Our other caller, his mic stopped working.
Okay. Here's the thing: to build the fastest car possible, if you're racing in something that has rules, figure out how you can get what your lightest combination is, because light equals fast, and it's usually a little more affordable and don't break as much. That the whole idea behind what the car I built is trying to keep from breaking stuff, because the heavier they are, I mean, we're on the 4th transmission in the silver truck, and I mean that thing is probably making 12, 1300 at the tire, probably closer to 14. But uh, it's heavy, so it breaks stuff, and that's what we're trying to get away from. So always build the lightest car possible, and but you got to look at your rules. The rules is what dictates what you should build, if there are rules and weights. What else you got, Stacy?
Don't have anything else at the moment. Why'd you hear Matt out there working on reworking our yard and our
Yard,
what
the
are,
drive.
reworking the drive. Hug and Haul brought us a bobcat and a street sweeper. So
you guys will be seeing a video of why I got a street sweeper out here in my gravel driveway.
yeah, so we appreciate Hug and Haul equipment dropping that off so we can.
It's a
straighten
pretty
up
cool
the
guys in
drive.
our construction company. That's who we use. I own most of my equipment, but we need something, we get it from them. And they're huge Street Outlaw fans, which is super cool. And when I told them what I was going to do, which I already said it on the live feed, right here in front of the shop, since there ain't no racetracks, none of that open, I am fixing to. I got a 55-gallon drum of VHT, and now I got a street sweeper. And later tonight, we're going to pull a Reaper out of the trailer, and maybe probably the orange car too, and see what we can make them, how well I can make them hook in 100 feet in front of the shop.
Mm-hmm. And they're not just an Oklahoma company; they have locations in Arkansas and Louisiana as well.
Oh, I thought they were just Oklahoma.
Nope.
Huh. You just like that name, Hug and Haul. Boy, he didn't dick around either. He brought a big one. Matt was like, "Oh yeah." So Matt will be on that thing. I gotta get him to. He's got. Don't let him forget. We gotta get that street ready for tonight.
I will let him know. I'll put that on his list.
I'm mixing up a whole different kind of potion.
Oh.
And blasting it with one of those fire extinguishers you guys have seen that are stainless, and you fill them full of water or chemical, and then you put air to them. So I can blast VHT about 15 to 20 feet.
Oh, I thought about that the other day. Should we have put something in there so that it wouldn't gel up, or it'll still work?
Ooh.
We'll
throw a little methanol in there.
Methanol and
throw a little methanol in there.
Rinsed it out.
And rinse it out. Yeah, I got that. But
But
I got to start layering that street. Oh, you know what? Now we got that bucket. We need to get those old slicks. We'll put some
Lay
rubber
down
on that
some
street
rubber.
too.
How much power does your silver truck make?
It makes the last time it was on the dyno, it made eight something at the tire. Probably with the nitrous and the different transmission. We haven't turned it up yet, but it'll make 1100 on the motor, and I'm spraying it with 200, so probably 1400 at the tires, probably what it makes when we turn it up. Right now it probably makes 12, 13.
Somebody just asked what Pro Charger is on the Yanko. I guess you can tell them what Pro Charger is on both Yankos.
Okay, so the race car, I run a 121 or a FX12 and a 136, depending on what tire, what the track is. It's tuned for both. The street car has a I think it's a D1 SC. It's a little bitty one. You actually put it. I got to keep from starting the race car and the other car in front of it, because the Pro Charger on like Reaper will probably suck that DS1 off of the car and chew it up. It's almost, the impeller's almost as big on a 140 as that old supercharger. But the street car should make We haven't put it on the dyno. When we get back, we'll put it on the dyno and do a little fine tuning on it. It's got a blow through sniper, but it should make at the boost level I've got it at. It should make somewhere around about 700, 650, 700.
Just enough to be fun.
Enough to be fun.
So we have a, a listener that's rewatching the show from the beginning, and he's wondering if you and
I am so
Shane
sorry.
really do not like each other, or do you just have differences?
Who?
You and Shane.
Shane. I when I first came on the show, Shane and I had some differences, and then we didn't have differences, and then he kind of turned into a douchebag. So no, I don't like Shane. I don't care nothing for him. Watching it from the beginning, that's the thing. Everybody, I know you guys have a hard time believing it, but I think altogether there's 152 episodes of different Street Outlaws and No Prep Kings, and I haven't watched one, and I can't even tell you how long. So I really don't know until somebody says something about it. Ryan tricked me one time into going and watching one, but I don't watch them.
Bob's great. He's just a dummy.
Huh?
I said, Bob's great. He's just a dummy.
Well, I that's why I call him the dummy with the dummy.
So for people that are just tuning in, they're wanting to know what we're talking about. We have just been answering some questions about some
Talk
projects
about whatever
that
they
we've
want
been
to talk
working
about.
on.
I don't care.
Um,
Well, as soon as we get a big enough audience, then we can streamline it and stick to a certain topic. But hell, guys, we're just dicking around. So whatever you want to talk about, if you want to call in, ask a question, as long as it's nothing that's racial or uh, explicit. Ha, that's funny coming from me. Isn't it?
that is very funny.
That is funny coming
Yeah.
from me.
We're new to this podcast thing, so you guys are kind of you're learning the ropes of this with us. In the future, we'll have some of our sponsors on here, and we'll have other special guests that are going to
We'll
join
get some
us.
car guys on here. I'm
Some
gonna get
car
Mike.
guys on
I want to
here.
get Mike Duffy
Oh yeah.
to come over here and talk about some suspicious stuff. He's probably one of the baddest at. I mean, he's one. Mike Duffy and Chris Bales is why Chuck went to number one. And I'm going to get some guys like that. Ryan was supposed to be here, but he forgot. So, which I told him I'm not gonna say nothing until he's standing right here because I know Ryan's one of my best friends.
Surprise.
And it'll be a surprise visit with him. But I do want to get like Wendell from Wendell's Transmission, talk about transmissions because he's helped a bunch of us out. And we're actually set up where we can Skype and FaceTime other people. So we're gonna get some of our sponsors like Pro Charger and Jack French with Billet Atomizer to do some technical stuff too.
Yeah. We just want to make sure we don't have a bug that pops into this deal in the middle of that, because that would be embarrassing. Why don't you enter the orange car in some of the small tire street racing stuff right now that Richard and Limpy are doing?
I am going to. That's why I put small tires on that car. I do want to do some more of the street racing.
Yeah. Right now, racing's just kind of, I mean, we're not able to do anything.
Yeah, no, not really.
We're all kind of stuck in the same boat.
That's why we're going to be prepping the street in front of my shop and see if we can. Would be kind of cool to I'll take the wheelie bars off. I'll take the wheelie bars off Reaper, Stacy.
I've already seen that. I don't want to see it again.
That'd be cool though. 5-foot wheel stand in front of the shop.
On drag radials or on radials, you can do that if you want.
Why?
Because if you want to put it on radials and pop off those wheelie bars, that'd be great. But the big tire, I've already seen the big tire show. I don't need to see it again.
You didn't watch what D's Nuts did it on radials.
Yeah, I've seen that one.
That was 5 feet to the 330.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
It'd just be cool. Oh, okay. Maybe I won't take them off. Maybe I'll just turn them way up.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm gonna see if I can take this shit because this is probably the shittiest asphalt street you could ever ask for. And I'm gonna see if once we sweep it, get all the gravel off of it, because it pretty much is like a gravel road. I'm gonna see if I can make Reaper and the orange car go down it.
I know you can.
Oh, I've done a lot more. I've worked with a lot less and done it.
Our little road's not bad out here.
Oh, that thing's rough.
I think when
Oh,
you
it's
sweep
rough.
it, it'll be all right.
I need to put the old slicks on both cars because it's gonna chew them to pieces.
Oh.
Yeah, it's rough. What else you got, Stacy?
I don't really have anything. We have time for one more caller. If anybody else wants to call in and ask a question? A rumor about Ryan going pro charger or staying turbo?
Yes.
I don't know.
Yes. They'll figure that one out later.
Yeah. Oh, he does have that. He has a pro charge truck.
His truck's got a pro charger. Yeah. And they build a lot of Fireball cars with pro chargers on them.
Yes, they do. Yes,
So
they
Ryan's
do.
got pro charger cars, twin turbo cars, and single turbo cars, and got a blown 57.
He's kind of like you. He doesn't really. He just needs a
He
power
doesn't
adder.
discriminate
He doesn't
on,
care. That's
but
right.
he does
That's
not
the word
like
I was
nitrous.
looking for.
He does not like nitrous.
Oh, he doesn't?
No.
What was he using nitrous for? Or did they have something they were
No,
building?
he don't mind putting a little nitrous on top of a blower or a turbo, but he don't like big nitrous shit.
Oh,
That's just that's not his cup of tea, he said. But I'm trying to figure out how I can build a pro charged turbo nitrous car.
In your humble opinion, what would you class as a street race car compared to a race street car?
If I understand that right, a street race car versus a street car. A street car, in my opinion, you can drive it in front of the police station and they can't impound it. That's the best way I can say it. My idea of a street race car is if you drive it in front of the police station, the day the exhaust came out of the fenders, street shouldn't even be mentioned in that equation. Yeah. But we do race on a street.
Yeah. When you went from a gas tank to a fuel cell.
No, that's not that. That's when you front mounted it, maybe. That's the thing. Just to prove a point here, pretty quick, I am fixing to take Reaper and I'm gonna go drive it down sooner.
How far do you think it'll go before it runs out of fuel?
I got 8 gallons. I got 7.6 gallons of fuel. So I'm thinking about turning one set of injectors off, to where it's just running on the other one, keep it out of boost, and see how far I can get.
I think that'll be a great video.
The driving out part ain't gonna be fun, too good, but the coming back's gonna be a fucking blast.
Yeah.
But that's the difference between a street race car is a car that you just race on a street, on a real street. A street car, you can drive that to that race spot, race, and drive it back home. That's my opinion for what it's worth.
Which do you prefer, a Power Glide or a Turbo 400?
Turbo 400. Absolutely. Anytime you can multiply your torque through 1 gear, 2 gears, or 3 gears, go for torque multiplication through 3. A Power Glide is heavier and it takes more power to turn, but at the end of the day, it will always be faster. It always has for me anyway.
Power Glide is faster than a Turbo 400?
No, Turbo 400 is faster.
Turbo 400 is faster. I wasn't totally paying attention because I heard some kind of yelling coming from the equipment.
I still hear the equipment running, so evidently he didn't run over nobody.
Yeah. True.
What else you got? About time for me to go build a motor.
It's time for you to go build a motor.
So do you have your call logged where you go back and pick some people to give a shirt away to?
I wrote them down, so I can do that.
Oh, well, they're randomly picking. You're gonna do a couple that asked questions and a couple that called in.
Mm-hmm.
Give 4 or 5 shirts away.
They just have usernames though, so I'm not sure.
Uh-oh.
I'm not sure how to do that and get their info.
I don't know.
I'll have to explore that.
Okay. You have a username on there? What's mine?
Reaper is your username.
Never gonna get away from that.
Derek Peel, thank you for tuning in this afternoon.
Derek always had good questions.
What's it? Did it? You want to do a recap? Did somebody miss the stuff about the upcoming stuff for 405?
Do what?
I said, do you want to do a recap of what you talked about in the beginning, just to close this out, so the people that joined at the end.
Okay, recap.
can
We talked
hear?
about that. I got 2 new projects headed. Sis went to pick up one, which is a 34 sedan that we're going to build. And I'm not going to sell that one because I want that for me and Brantley. But it is an all steel car and it's kind of cool. A 70 and a half Camaro that I believe he's going to bring down tomorrow. We'll post some videos when we get them here. What else did I do? We're fixing to go out, and Huggin Hall sent me a Bobcat and a big ass street sweeper. So I'm going to go try to turn my street in front of my shop into a racetrack. What else? You got to tell me, Stace. I don't remember.
We just chatted
Getting
about
close
our,
to painting the 56. I just haven't done a whole bunch in the last week or so, to be honest with everybody. I just haven't felt like doing anything. I just want to kick back and relax. But it is time to get my ass back to work. I get to know I was waiting on parts on some stuff, and now I have no excuses. I have to get off my ass and actually get back to work.
Mhm. Yep. All
Unless
right.
I fire myself.
No.
You're
Can't-
fired. Okay, I'm fired.
All
I'm gonna go take me a nap. That's what old people do.
right.
All right, guys, we're out. We'll try to get a special guest to appear, call in, pop in Friday.
Yes, Friday. So we'll see you guys back here Friday at 11, and I will figure out how to give some shirts away in the meantime.
All right.
All right. Thank you
All
guys.
right, guys.
Have a
Thanks.
great week.
Bye. Out.